If I had 6 months to completely change my life, here are the things I would focus on. You have 6 months left of 2026, and you don't need to become a completely different person by 2027, but you just need to become a version of you that really loves yourself, trusts yourself, and is disciplined, is focused, is productive. I don't think becoming unrecognizable comes from waking up every morning at 4 a.m. or losing tons of weight or buying a new plan or having a perfect life. It actually comes from doing really boring things every day, but being consistent. Stop trying to optimize everything. You really need to standardize before you optimize. And this really does start with having a good morning and night routine. And it does not need to be complicated. It shouldn't be complicated. You should be able to do these routines even on your worst day. But pick something in the morning and in the evening that you normally don't do that will really benefit you. For example, I started getting outside time in the morning. I'll stand outside for 5 to 10 minutes, just soaking in the sun. It really does help your body regulate and boost energy. It boosts my mood. It also makes me really sleepy when the sun goes down. And in the evenings, I've been drinking chamomile and lavender tea, and that's something that I do that even on my worst days, I can probably still do it. So start with having a great morning and night routine. Nothing complicated, but something that really does set you up for success for the rest of the day and for the rest of the night. Move your body every single day. I know, it's so hard because even sometimes I struggle with this, but I think of it not as, oh, I need to be active, oh, I need to be I need to lose weight or any of that. I see it as I need to show up for myself every single day. I need to at least just show up, like really let myself know, hey, I'm gonna be there for you. Hey, even when I don't want to, even when I don't have motivation, even when I'm really anxious, I'm gonna show up for myself, whether it's for 45 minutes on a great day or it's for 5 minutes and it's just me walking my dog outside. It's honestly, again, all of this is just standardizing. And this really does help you trust yourself more, because you'll be like, okay, you know what? I had a really shitty day yesterday, but I still went on that walk. And moving your body will, of course, I don't think I even need to go to all the benefits. And one thing that has really helped me is kind of breaking up my days. Some days I'll do Pilates, some day I'll do Legree, some days I'll walk, some days I'll run. And of course, between these, I still take a rest day because, again, you don't want to optimize, you just want to standardize. I think whenever we have anxiety or we have some type of mental illness or have something that's quote unquote wrong with us, we love to do so much research. We love to read so many books about it. We love to be on our phone, and that's all we're looking at. No. Find a hobby that has nothing to do with bettering yourself, that has nothing to do with fixing yourself, that has nothing to do with any of the problems you think you have. For example, I love reading, and while I do enjoy reading a lot of self-help books, I've been kind of telling myself, hey Alicia, I think you have done enough. Let's do something else. And so now I will really only read romance novels, literally the ones where it's so predictable. I don't care. I will eat it up. I love a good romance novel, thrillers, whatever. So I love reading books, and if that's not your jam, anything else, literally anything else. I've been watching a lot of Love Island, so my other goal is also to learn how to do the splits. So I'll keep you updated on that one. But yeah, no, find a goal that you really do enjoy, and honestly it really helps if it's something that you loved to do when you were younger, to find some joy in it. And honestly, try it out. If you don't like it, who cares? Okay, move on to something new. You don't need to be great at it. You just need to have something that does not that doesn't include bettering yourself. I think you're doing enough work. Let go of that go and do something fun. This one is so hard for me because I think it's hard for anyone, honestly, these days, because everything is like in short form content. I think nowadays it's even hard to watch movies without being on your phone. I know it is for me. And one of the problems that like I think I was really facing was at work. I would always just try to grab my phone, you know, even if I do have my break, like I will still just grab my phone. You know, it's basically an addiction. You know, I think a lot of us are addicted to our phone. So really protecting your focus time helps a lot. One of the things that I like to do is make a not to-do list. I know my to-do list, I know what I need to do, and you can make that as well, but a not to-do list really puts it, like when you see it on paper, it really puts it into perspective. Like, okay, I'm not going to be around people that really are energy vampires. You know, I'm not going to do that today. I need to be focused. I'm not going to pick up my phone until lunchtime. I'm not going to you know, like focus on low task today. My goal is just to do higher task, things that, you know, that have been in the back of my mind. Whatever it may be, I think that's a great way to start. I think it honestly just starts with putting that phone away, as hard as it is. And honestly, the break has been helping me. It's just a matter of if I'm good about it or not. Challenge yourself every single week. And now these challenges do not need to be super complicated. It can be as simple as learning a new recipe, messaging an old friend, trying a new workout class, making sure, you know, I get 8 hours of sleep, anything. Confidence is not something that you think your way into. It is something that you learn. And by accomplishing these little challenges every week, you really earn confidence in yourself and you really learn to trust yourself. I love doing these challenges on a Sunday. I love writing it down. I also love telling someone because it really does hold me accountable. And sometimes it can be, you know, sharing on social media. Sometimes I share on my Substack. However you need to do these challenges, do it. And it also makes you feel so accomplished. There's something great about knowing, you know what, I challenged myself and I accomplished. You know, you really learn to trust yourself and you learn to trust that you are capable despite anything. This is great because when you write down your wins and you see stuff that you did, you really learn to trust yourself. And we are so good at seeing stuff that hasn't gotten done, you know, something that we didn't do in the nights, you know, list of our things on our to-do list that didn't get done. But also, when you start to look back on your day and write down the simple, mundane things that you did get done, such as, oh, I made myself dinner, oh, I fed my dogs, I went to work, I survived the day, it becomes, you know, so much more powerful, and you just really, again, become so proud of yourself. You know, even at your worst day or even at your best day, you got so much done. There will be days where maybe we didn't do our morning routine, we didn't do our night routine, you know, there was a week that we did not even get any exercise. Who cares? Who cares? You have to practice self-compassion, and we need it the days that we do fail more than on the days that we succeed. You know, I think we love to love ourselves when we're doing great and we're being so active and, you know, everything's going great, and then whenever something goes wrong, we kind of get frustrated ourselves and, you know, we're like, oh, we're better than this, like, what's going on? We get upset at us for not being able to do something. But those are the times where you really do need to love yourself and you need to trust yourself and you need to say kind things to yourself. I like to think, you know, I like to have a kind coach in my mind. Sounds so cheesy, but it helps. So anytime, you know, my anxiety or my self-critic gets really loud, I bring in the kind coach. You know, I let myself, I let myself know, hey, you are okay, you are safe, you are happy, you are healthy. I like kind of think of everything I'm grateful for, and I think that really does help. And whenever you kind of give yourself some grace, you really do, you know, start to, again, like, trust yourself and trust that, you know what, next time I have a bad day, I'm gonna be okay. So 6 months sounds like a really long time, but it is honestly just 180 ordinary days. You'll be so proud of yourself, you know, in 2027 when you look back at all the things you accomplished, all the things you did, and most importantly, you became someone that you can count on, someone that shows up for yourself, someone that you can truly, truly trust. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to, you know, stay updated on how the rest of my 6 months go and how I'm implementing all of these, please, you know, follow me on Substack, on Instagram, Pinterest, anything, and I'll, you know, be uploading and really just keeping you guys updated on how I'm accomplishing everything and my challenges for the week. Thank you again so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, see you in the next video.